Welcome back to We Need to Talk, ladies and gentlemen, the show that looks at football on the internet over the past 7 days. And what a week it's been, as we've seen one of the craziest touches in our lives. These boys live out everyone's worst nightmare.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh.
And Trent Alexander-Arnold taking his corner very quickly. But today we need to talk about the Premier League. Unless you've been living under a rock, you would have seen the news that the Premier League, like the Bundesliga and Serie A, is returning to action and has been given an official date, June the 17th. This has been a process which has taken time to get to. Just a few weeks ago, Phase 1 was given the green light by the Premier League, allowing all 20 clubs to return to non-contact training, with players training either individually or in groups up to 5. And this has been a relative success. Even though some players have decided not to return to training because they don't feel comfortable to do so, which is 100% what they're allowed to do, most clubs have undergone the first stage pretty smoothly. During this time, we saw the Premier League conduct its first couple of tests for the virus, with the most recent results confirming that 4 out of 1,008 staff members and players tested for it came back positive, which is 0.4%. And with these results, the Premier League were happy to move into Phase 2 of training, where clubs can now begin with contact, however have to eliminate any unnecessary contact that may happen, and will most likely stay this way for the rest of the season. That now brings us on to the return of the Premier League, with Aston Villa taking on Sheffield United and Manchester City facing up against Arsenal, both games which had been postponed due to the Carabao Cup final, with them both kicking things off on Wednesday, June the 17th, followed by a full round of matches beginning on Friday, June the 19th. The Premier League wants to complete the season by the end of July, leaving August for the FA Cup final and the remaining European matches. So that's 92 games in a little over 6 weeks. It's back with a bang. Now get ready for this, because I'm about to explain how many games you could be watching in a week. There will be slots for games on Monday and Friday at 8 p.m, Saturday at 12:30, 3 p.m, 5:30 and 8 p.m, and Sunday at 12 noon, 2 p.m, 4:30 and 7 p.m. Now midweek matches, which is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, will have a kick-off time of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Now this allows fans who obviously can't attend the stadiums to watch the games be able to watch them on TV, but some weeks may not have every slot filled with a game. Now in terms of where the games are going to be played, the Premier League have essentially agreed a kind of hybrid model, with most games taking place in the home team stadium. But high-risk games like Liverpool versus Everton may be moved to neutral stadiums to stop fans going to those stadiums. And as to how the match days are going to look, well, they're going to be quite similar to how the Bundesliga are currently doing it. The numbers may be slightly different, but they still have the same impact. Currently in the Bundesliga, there is a total of 213 people allowed in the stadium, 98 around the pitch, including players, coaches, ball boys and photographers, and another 115 in the stands, including officials and media. Shaking hands will again be banned like it was before we went into lockdown, and although it's not confirmed yet, there are going to be discussions as to whether to allow clubs to make 5 substitutions. But what happens now? Well, the next Premier League meeting is next Thursday on June the 4th. And it will continue to look at different scenarios, what happens if the league was to stop again, and the timing of the transfer window, for example, along with other things too. There has also been no discussion this week about issues such as teams being quarantined in hotels or next season's start date, so that may also be looked into as well. For now though, teams will continue training now with contact, and we will be counting down the final 19 days until we see the return of the Premier League. So that's all we have time for today's We Need Talk. I hope you guys at home have enjoyed it. If you have and you want to see more Football Daily content, then please click on screen right now. And why not let me know how excited you guys are at home for the Premier League to be returning in the comments below. And as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.